A nonprofit group planning to deliver 1,000 home vegan meals around LA this afternoon to essential workers, youth centers, and shelters. The Great Vegan Meal Train will feature volunteers delivering the meals on bicycles. They'll be dressed in farm animal costumes for fun. $1 Million Vegan CEO Naomi Allen tells Scenic food's coming from local restaurants, which are also struggling in the pandemic.
This is our way of trying to help people in need and also just giving back to those that have sacrificed so much to, keep the world safe and moving along during the holiday season.
Safety on the fuel enjoy meals and realize that plant-based diet can taste good and give them all the nutrients they need. An Ice Age woolly rhino with many of its internal organs still intact has been recovered from permafrost in Russia's extreme north. Scientists say the carcass is among the best preserved woolly rhino specimens found to date. Recent years have seen major discoveries of mammoths and other animals as the permafrost increasingly melts across vast areas of Siberia because of global warming. Scientists estimate the specimen is 20,000 to 50,000 years old, waiting for ice roads in the Arctic region to become passable to deliver the rhino to a lab so they can study some more. COVID number is still very bad in California. Double the number of people died from the virus than a day before. And that story at the bottom of the hour. 12:25, traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5. Here's Tom Tran.
Southbound side of 5, Golden State Freeway at Western Avenue. Crash reported here. Looks like the vehicle hit the right shoulder wall. It's causing a little bit of slowing on that South 5 at this point. The northbound side also busy because of your earlier crash out near Hollywood Way. That's got traffic backed up on North 5 from Western Avenue. Let's check in with Brian Douglas. He is taking a look at a crash over the 605.
R605, we've got a crash. This is just coming in the CHP. It's going to be southbound side at Whittier Boulevard, blocking the left lane. And I'm starting to see some delays back now to about Rose Hill. So watch out for your southbound delays. Now, northbound, just a heads up, you're a little slow just past the 105. It looks like still Caltrans working on your North 605 South 5 Connector Road. That's for repaving. So that's going to be shut down until about 3 o'clock. So pinch of slowing there for you. Let's go back, revisit slowing and your drive on the Hollywood Freeway with Scott, Southern California Toyota Dealers, 170, 101 Jam Cam.
Well, the 170 is fine right now. Really no issues for you either direction. Looks like the roadwork's not causing a slowdown to the main line, at least right now. But if you're north 101 around Lancashire, there was some debris reported to 2 right lanes, so just be careful as you go through there. 101 southbound, a little bit of slowing from Melrose down toward the 4-level interchange.
If you see any other problems, give us a call at KNX Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 323-467-1070. Your next report's 12:35. More reports more often. Conference, videoandaudioCenter.com Traffic Center. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Friday, dry and warmer through Friday. Got a chance of rain and mountain snow late in the weekend into next week. Right now, 63 in Chatsworth, 64 in Carson, 66 degrees in Santana. Our top story, Governor Newsom's laid out how to get students back onto campuses. That story and more news in 3 minutes. It's 12:27.
Senior citizens with reverse mortgages. It's a special time. Right now, you can lower your interest rate, get additional cash, and reduce that annoying reverse mortgage insurance. Call me, Tom Brown, at 844-949-2424. That's 844-949-2424. From Google, TomBrownLending.com.
Tom Brown's NMLS 366860, DRE 01789756, OmniFund NMLS 4689, DRE license 0143-0833.
Hi, this is Larry Miller and Drew Miller from Sit and Sleep. At Sit and Sleep, we know how stressful this year has been for everyone.
Right, Dad. Which is why one of the best holiday gifts you can give yourself is a gift of a great night's sleep.
It's true. Getting enough healthy sleep is one of the keys to feeling your best every day.
And there's no better time to start than during Sit and Sleep's year-end clearance sale, where you can shop safely with your own personal protector to lay on.
Save over 50% off the best brands. Plus, with your good credit, pay 0 interest for 12 months with your minimum monthly payment.
We're even offering special savings on a queen-size adjustable set for just $5.98.
And save on everything you need to create the perfect sleep environment, including premium bedding and top-quality bedroom furniture.
Shop by phone, online, or in person. You can even schedule an appointment at sitandsleep.com.
So give yourself the gift of great sleep during our year-end clearance sale. And from our entire Sit and Sleep family to yours, happy holidays.
When looking to remodel your kitchen, search the Kitchen Store. They are ready for you with a COVID-19 safe design process and an amazing winter sale offer. Search the Kitchen Store.
What's in store this week at Staples?
Everything you need to start the year right.
Whether you meet at the office or on a video chat.
Or whether your commute is now measured in feet rather than miles.
Staples has everything you need, like home office furniture, the latest tech, and organizational supplies at amazing prices.
And now it's
just $3.99.
Shop in-store or pick up curbside.
Get a fresh start this year with big savings from Staples. Ends 1/2/21 while supplies last. Curbside available in most stores.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It all starts with just one thing. If getting perfume for a gift over the holidays, look for brands that are cruelty-free, made with a sugar alcohol base, and listed as either natural or natural identical. It all starts with one thing. Find tips and more at OneThingUS.com. What's your one thing?
This is Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station, KUNX 1070 News Radio. Good afternoon. I'm Rob Archer. Top story at 12:30. Governor Newsom's addressed the start of in-person learning. He says it will likely be mid-February or later until younger students can get back into the classroom. It's part of his phased plan that will first focus on those who've been disproportionately impacted.
Special education in those populations, foster care, homeless children, and others that clearly need that extra support. So the idea is to begin TK-26 with special ed and populations, as we note here, that have been disproportionately impacted.
$2 billion package of financial incentives will also require a number of steps for schools to take, including frequent COVID testing for students, teachers, and staff. The proposal will not immediately open any additional school campuses, and it remains unclear just how quickly districts will qualify, especially those in large urban areas. Some extra financial help for struggling small businesses available today here at the state. The application process is open for $500 million worth of grants, with businesses eligible to get between $5,000 and $25,000 in aid. D.D. Myers, who directs California's Office of Business and Economic Development, tells KUNX there won't be any big companies getting these grants.
This is specifically targeted to the smallest businesses, there is an application process that will require it. It's very straightforward. It's simple. We did that intentionally. People can access it at www.careliefgrants.com.
Myers emphasized the program is not first come, first serve. Everyone who applies will be considered. She says small businesses will just have to demonstrate they've been impacted by COVID restrictions.
Businesses that have had difficulty implementing the health and safety guidelines, that have had to shut their doors, that have had to lay off workers, all of the challenges we know businesses across the state have faced. And we're going to distribute the grants with an eye toward equity, making sure that they're geographically distributed, that all parts of the state are included, that they're diverse, the kinds of businesses that are supported represent the people of California and the demographics of the state.
First round of applications are due by January 8th. You can find a link to the grants on our website, KUNX1070.com. The college football playoff semi-final game between Alabama and Notre Dame will be played in Arlington, Texas, but will still be called the Rose Bowl, at least for this year.
With the COVID pandemic still creating problems, the decision by college football to move the game from Pasadena to Texas came as a disappointment to Pasadena Mayor Victor Gordo. The city will be compensated as a result of the move.
A couple of $1 million for the Rose Bowl Stadium that's desperately needed. It includes highlighting the city of Pasadena as the place in the home of the Rose Bowl Stadium and the Rose Bowl game, and it includes recognition that you cannot decouple the Rose Bowl Stadium and the Rose Bowl game.
This would only be the second time in 107 years where the Rose Bowl won't be hosting a football game on New Year's Day. Pasadena officials firmly state they expect the game to return in 2022 as part of a master agreement with the Tournament of Roses to hold the games there until the year 2048. Pete Demonstrator, KUNX 1070 News Radio.
Health officials in Colorado are not identifying the person who has contracted a new, more contagious strain of the coronavirus, but they are saying that he's a member of the state's National Guard. That's following up on a second possible infection, also in a Guard member. Governor Jared Powell says people should continue to make sure to practice safety precautions.
Continue to emphasize that the very same things that we need to do to slow the spread of the virus. Wearing a mask, staying 6 feet from others, avoiding gatherings with those outside your home, and washing your hands regularly with soap and water.
Both the confirmed case and the suspected case involved men who had been working at the same assisted living facility. This has been a year unlike any other. It's taken a heavy toll in the pandemic. We've seen protests and violent crime.
This is
That's Chuck Wexler at the Police Executive Research Forum. It's a think tank, and he says this year will end with more shootings than we've seen in years. A few factors he points to: releases from jails and prisons to reduce COVID spread. Also, more people carrying guns right now.
And this is the elephant in the room, and we just have to be honest about this. The police are being cautious about stuff.
Well.
And the other factor is the concern of making a legitimate stop and then something going wrong, and then the narrative that's out there, really, quite frankly, is the tough one.
He says nobody can fix this alone. You need police, you need good cops, but you need a relationship with the public, and that conversation about trust needs to keep happening. Mike Simpson, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Orange County Sheriff pushing back on plans to release inmates because of the pandemic. That story right after traffic in 2 minutes. 12:35, traffic and weather together every 10 minutes.
We've got some pretty nasty delays over the 605. Keeping an eye on this crash.
605, this is southbound now. This is going to be right before Whittier Boulevard. I do see it. We're just going to put this past Beverly Boulevard. It's your left lane that's affected. Peck Road is where the jam up begins on your southbound side. You know, I think if you hop off and use an alternate, by the time you do, you'd probably be wasting some more time. Probably better off just sitting there in that traffic. I hate to say that. It looks like our delay's still there. North of 605 transition to the South 5. That is shut down. That is Caltrans work. Let's see how your drive is on our Santa Monica Freeway. Scott's got the Southern California Toyota dealers, 10 Jam Cam.
Well, over the flight going into downtown here to that's going to be pretty tough, actually, over toward the 110. Once you cross the 110, a decent ride over toward the East L interchange. Westbound, not bad at all, but expect a little bit of slowdown to about Robertson, but overall, pretty good.
Southbound side of the Golden State Freeway. Now here, it's got traffic backed up from Olive, and we have some news stories. Westbound side of the 118, looks like a problem at Balboa. It's got traffic slow back near Havenhurst. You were then Production report, 12:45. More reports more often. Contract and video and audio sent about contract.
Sunny today, highs to mid to upper 60s, 30 to 40, sunny, and a little bit cooler tomorrow with highs in the upper 50s to mid 60s. Dry and warmer weather lasting all the way through Friday with a chance of rain and not snow late in the weekend into next week. The forecast is coming up at 12:45. Currently we have 66 degrees in Pomona, 70 in Yorba Linda, and 66 in downtown LA, 12:37. Orange County Sheriff Don Barnes still have a jail and he's appealing a court order.
Prior to the pandemic, Orange County jails averaged about 5,700 inmates per day. Now officials say that number is hundreds of inmates to be released early, but the sheriff believes it's just too dangerous. There is a COVID outbreak within the jail right now, but the sheriff contends he has a solid plan in place to protect the inmates and staff members, and he plans to present that to the court. Supervisors Lisa Bartlett and Don Wagner say they support the sheriff in his efforts to keep criminals behind bars.
He knows the inmates better than certainly any judge or anyone of us on the outside.
These are not people that you watch on the street.
One inmate has died from COVID-19, but the sheriff says it was a man accused in a cold case rape and murder who never would have been released anyway. John Baird, KNX 1070 News Radio.
The Union Workers Union LA County Prosecutors has just filed a civil lawsuit to try to stop new directives from LA County District Attorney George Gascon. Those directives include eliminating 3 strikes allegations and some sentencing enhancements. Prosecutors say the directives require them to violate the law, violate their oaths and their ethics. President of the Association of Deputy District Attorneys, Michelle Hennessy, tells KNX the law is very clear that